Hello and welcome to Lesson 10 on computer sound cards, brought to you by BeYourOwnIT.com, where you can get free computer repair lessons updated weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, and sent right to your email or available right on our website. So there's a lot to know when it comes to sound cards, although it's almost something we don't really think about that often. Basically, what a sound card is responsible for doing is translating the information passed to it by your computer, whether it's a game or you're listening to music, and it converts it to an audio signal that it puts out to your speakers. Very, very important, very complex part inside of your computer. You can also use them for microphones, line out. You can use it line in sometimes with some of them, where you can convert your records to CDs and all sorts of things like that. There's a couple different configurations, and as most of our computer repair lessons, we deal with mostly everyday things, common occurrences. We don't want to bore you with every little detail, but there's two main types of sound card. You've got your onboard sound cards, which by far is the most popular. It used to be a lot of people avoided these because nowadays people would ask, or it used to be that people would be afraid, if something happens to my sound card, how am I going to fix it? Am I going to have to put a new motherboard in? Am I going to have to buy another sound card? Well, now that they've become so reliable and so affordable, most computers you see, I can't remember seeing a computer come across my desk that didn't have an onboard sound card. It's good for about 95% of the people. It's not as if they're not good. It's just a very cost-effective solution in a lot of cases. It costs just a few dollars to have it on the motherboard. Not, like I said, most of them actually come with it. And below you'll see a picture of, this is a shot of a motherboard with an onboard sound. It may look a little bit different than what you're used to because it's all, taken apart like this. But, here's another one. This one's got a few more features, some surround sound features, things like that. The other thing is the standalone sound card, which looks something like this. Why would you use a standalone sound card? Well, if you wanted to upgrade the quality of your sound, if you wanted to use something like surround sound or DTS, if you're a gamer and you really want to get that high quality audio, surround sound, HD or XD they call it, you're going to want to go with a standalone sound card in a lot of cases because they're just going to outperform most of your onboard systems. Installing them is about as easy as it gets. Install the software, turn off your computer, plug in the card, turn on your computer. That's about it. To this point, there's still some value in having your own sound card, even though most people are just fine with whatever happens to be on board. Like I said, they do provide some additional features like optical out and things like that. But, most people are fine with on board. You shouldn't feel bad about having it, and it's not quite like we're video, where it's onboard video is typically looked at as being extremely low quality. Onboard audio is typically just fine for most people. And so if you have any more questions, obviously you can read through the lessons, look at some of the more pictures and things like that. And if you're not a member of our computer training program already, make sure you shoot over onto BeYourOwnIT.com and start learning about computers.